It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Allen going to give this one to Cam Akers. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Down at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On play action, Allen. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Allen going to throw. Jordan Reed has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call it?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Allen off the play fake. He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. He's going to let it go again. It's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up. It's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
7. 49ers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move in the passing, in the running game.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Kaepernick to throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. It's still...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Number 20.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
In on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
From the 41, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well. Because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now they'll throw with Allen. And this is caught at the end. Touchdown! for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They begin the drive with Coleman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ball carrier.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the draw play, Coleman. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Kaepernick. On the screen, this is Coleman. Oh, what a juke into space. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A huge play there on the screen pass. 46 yards.
And a 49er first down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Complete to Brandon Ayuk. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
To George Kittle.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Coleman. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Carrier.
No gain on the play that time, but it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
At the Rams' 9-yard line.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. And this is going to be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Akers. And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
Akers, the ball carrier.
A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
On the ground, it's Akers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up 1st downs, and the run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up 1st downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's tackled it.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them and don't have enough confidence to make a play?
Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
3rd down and 4.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. So that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the
2nd down at 5.
line.
Now Allen again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
No gain on the
But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
His kick.
No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one went into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A nice pickup at 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
The 8-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now, light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Allen. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously, the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
The 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Coleman now. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
A final shot before half for Kaepernick. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Flushed out right. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To the air. Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On 1st down, Akers. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Akers, the ball carrier.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Niners' 29-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll go again here with Akers. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught inside the 5. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll look to run with Akers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
And goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Allen. And this is caught. He's got yards away as his guys continue to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
After the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. Looking deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. John Johnson with the INT. And they will file again as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll run on first down. Akers.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Going right back to Akers.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Ball carrier.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Rams on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Allen now looks to throw. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Let's go!
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Made in the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 14. And the throw there going to be
incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return on this one as that kick's out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
33-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Coming up on 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Coleman has it here right side. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league.
Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Dancing to his left. And the pressure gets to him again.
Quarterback is sacked. A loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Room to run past midfield. That's to his running back, complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. Terrell Lewis, and that will force a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they take a knee. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any